Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a quick way to get 300 radar points. Um, so we're going to go to Shiekrunner Grounds. If I can find the teleport. There we go, I found it. So we're going to do Shiekrunner Grounds Mythic. Um, People that seen a lot of videos of me have probably seen the method that I'm going to show in this video. I've made 2 videos about this, or 3 videos about this, so it shouldn't be nothing. It should be nothing new anymore. But back then you couldn't do it and get any Valor points, so I just thought I'd just do it again. So what you need is, like, if you just want to do it safe, you get Shadow Focus, you get Shadow Step at the beginning, you get Shuriken Toss, and you get Cheat Death at the beginning already. You can miss it later on. When it comes to the glyphs, you want to have Sprint Glyph, and optimally you want also an Evasion Glyph. Best Evasion Glyph would be, for this case, Glyph of Evasion. That increases the duration you can of evasion. So then you buff yourself like you should do, I don't know. So you need 3 things at least to do this. You need a Darkmoon Tiger, you can get it on the Darkmoon Fair. A Goblin Glider you are either engineer, so you have it on your bag, or you can just buy a Goblin Glider out of the auction house. And you need a Puntable Marmot. You can get it from Valley of the Four Winds questline. And why is my fucking unit frame here? That far in the air, I just realized it. But that's pretty weird, to be honest. Very sad. So, let me look real quick. Yeah, that's okay. So, now we are ready. Dungeon difficulty Mythic. So, and let's start this. So, we're just going to do this very quick. This is actually if you have a bad or average group, this is actually faster to do solo than with a group. Of course, you have to have some gear. It's possible with 715. But it's very difficult if you do it with that item level and considering what items you have. So I would do it with 720, I would try it. And you can definitely die at the fight, and you have to have some practice. So I vanish here, so you want to place yourself like this, then walk off, and then use your engineering glider. And then you look at the minimap to know where you're at, and you want to fly into the water. What am I doing? This might be bad. This is actually really easy to do. I just did some stupid things with my mouse. So now I'm here. So we skipped 80% of the instance right here. So if you just want to do it safe, you can save a couple of seconds going another way, but I guess you don't care about a couple of seconds. You just want to make this quick and safe. So I don't have my preparation ready right now because I was a retard, but that's not the problem. We just have to play NES a little bit safer and not do as much damage at the beginning. I actually won't do any damage at the beginning, just to show you how you have to do the fight. And I haven't done this fight in solo in a very long time, and it's quite difficult if you do it, if you haven't done it for a long time, or if you just start learning the boss basically. So here you wanna do it optimally, just sprint. So we don't need a vanish here, but it is like better if you have one if you fail it. So here you need the Puntable Marmot. So you need a marker for the Puntable Marmot to target it. Without the marker you can't target the Puntable Marmot. So you wanna place this Puntable Marmot right here. and then you do this. So I have to unlock this frame real quick and position it correctly. I don't know what happened with my unit frames. So this should be okay. So now we are at this fight. Now we have to change our talents from Shadow Step to Burst of Speed, and because we have already changed everything at the beginning, we don't need to change to Cheat Death or Shuriken Toss, so you definitely need Cheat Death, Burst of Speed and Shuriken Toss. So if you have insane gear, it might be possible to just nuke the hell out of this guy. But I have 730, which is not bad, but it's also not especially good. So we just do it safe, and I'll show you the safe way of doing this boss fight. So we have She-Death and Cloak of Shadows. We don't wanna use Cloak of Shadows at the beginning of the fight. Like we just want it, we only use it for the wave that comes from the boss fight. So he makes like a skeleton wave in the fight, and normally you're supposed to skill one skeleton to get through like the barrier. Basically, he makes like a skeleton barrier, and when you walk through it, then you just die. So there are skeletons, and you're supposed to kill one to get through it. But we don't have that much damage to do that in such a short time. So what we do instead, we use cooldowns so we can just walk through it. And you have Shadow Step you have Cloak of Shadows for that, and you only use it if you want to walk through it. Never use it for anything else. You need it every time. There are certain circumstances in which you can use Cloak of Shadows, but you have to make sure that the boss dies when the next wave comes, basically. And the other talent, so because Cloak of Shadows doesn't get ready when the second wave comes, we need another talent, and that's Cheat Death, basically. Cheat Death basically makes that we just drop on low percent HP but don't die. So if an attack kills us normally, that just puts us on low HP instead. So this was basically the things that you have to know before I start this fight. So normally I would damage him like crazy at the beginning, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do it safe, so I can explain and look. And also I would consider you use death from DBM or like big rigs for this fight. The reason for that is he does some like void circles, and you have to move out them quickly, and it's very good to know when they spawn, because you don't have that much time to move out of it. Because if you are not too far away, you just get annihilated, basically. We don't have leeching poison, so that means our selfie is bad, so we always have to have recuperate. But that's all. Let's start. So I will play the beginning, like I said, a bit different. So I just pop everything that I have. So that's the circle that I've talked about. I should have changed my I should have changed to a different how it's called, trinket. Soul cap is a bit bad here, because sometimes it procs in a place where you don't need it to proc. So you also want to almost always have feint up for these you know what I mean, circuits. I'm a bit concentrated right now. So here that's the wave, the barrier, and first time we use cloak to get through it. So that's the circle. As you might have noticed, I wasn't very aware of it first, so Omen of Death it's called. So there spawns, and then you want to move out of it. It's so long since I've done this boss, it's insane. So here again, that was okay, or was good. I also had feint, so that made it a bit better than it actually was. So also sprint is always helpful. The trinket from Nerso is very helpful for this fight. So I used my preparation in that situation. The only reason why I did it, oh fuck. The only reason why I did it was I wanted to make sure that I get through the barrier without my cheat death running out, basically. Oh, I play so bad right now. But to be fair, I haven't done this boss in so long. Like, my movement is just not on point right now. So, second time we use again a Cloak of Shadows. So now our cheat death will run out, so that we can use it again. So we have it still 27 seconds on cooldown, but when the next wave comes, it is already ready. Like, it's a lot safer to run with sprint through the barrier. The only reason why sprint is a lot faster if you have the glyph, which you should have when you do this boss to just be a bit more safe. You don't necessarily need to have it, but it's helpful. And you will be on low HP for the most of the fight. So you have to be... So sprint here again, so it's a lot safer because we just get out of it very, like, a lot quicker. It's sometimes a bit scary to do it without sprint. You can sometimes die if you do it without sprint. I had that happen to me quite often. So, and as you can see, the circles do a lot of damage if you are near them, and especially when they spawn. So you shouldn't fail that it can kill you, literally kill you, very easily actually. So next time is again with Cloak. So you can also go and damage the boss with evasion, but that's very risky to do. I would have normally done it way more often, but I just want to do it safe to show you that you can kind of make this fight a bit safe. So you could have seen there that I took a lot of damage because of that. Like, not because of me doing evasion shit there, because of the circle. So we're going to use cheat death again here. That's actually very dangerous, but we survived, I guess. It's very close. We are on very low HP actually, but it should be okay. Yeah, this might... lol, why didn't it proc? This could have killed me very easily. So here we just run with burst of speed, because Cloak is safe to run without a sprint, so we save our sprint for the next wave. Which is perfectly logical, I think. So this is a bit dangerous. I kited him a bit bad, so that happened basically. So we're probably able to attack him again. So here we use sprint again. We can die here if he does omen now. So you can see that sometimes it's not a good idea to try to bandage. In this case I got a lot of bandage there, like a lot of HP from it, but I instantly lost it again because I was a bit not paying attention. So he does it again. But if you do it correctly, which is not really that difficult, I just happened to mess it up, then it's like a lot safer, I guess. So because we do it with Cloak of Shadows again, we don't need to do it. That was actually very dangerous. With sprint. I think you get the idea. This is a bit difficult. So this the boss would have probably been already dead if I had another trinket, but that was my fault. So yeah, you know. So this time this is without sprint, so you can see that it can get dangerous. But normally it should be okay. I just wanted to show you that it's normally okay. It's not like death when you don't have sprint, but it's definitely a lot less safe than with sprint. So in feint up, having feint up is also quite important. It can save your life. So this is a circumstance in which you can use. Oh, what did I get there? I don't know what that is. A heirloom, of course, but there were 2 items. Nice, easy. So this was basically this fight solo. So you can see that it was quite a close call with 713, and I have done this boss fight with an item of 722, I think. So it's not an easy fight. You definitely need some practice, but this are easy 300 Valor points. So hope you enjoyed this, I guess. And now we look at our ID. Shadow and Burial Grounds. We only killed the last boss, get wrecked Blizzard. So the last thing that I do is killing myself, because why not? So this was Shadow and Burial Grounds Mythic. Hope you enjoyed it.